Yeah, so we're going to go on now to the JamSpace team. This team had a lot of fun solving a pretty cool problem of like how do live musicians interact with the worldwide audience. So I'll let them take it away and show you that.
Hi, I'm James Bird here with Dan Gilbert and Javier Carey, and we created JamSpace TV. JamSpace TV is a live video streaming application designed for musicians by musicians. It will now have a space to share their music with the world while interacting with an audience in real time, whether that be through live performance, lessons, or in the studio. While many streaming applications already exist, their music sections tend to be buried below other mediums such as video games. On JamSpace TV, we seek to create a culture where music is front and center, as are the people who make it. The core technologies used to build JamSpace include WebRTC, PeerJS, Firebase, and React. There are many challenges involved in the marriage of these technologies. We will look more closely at these challenges as we walk you through JamSpace experience.
So let's have a look at a musician coming to JamSpace for the first time. This is our hero, Old Patterson, having a hard time finding gigs in upstate New York. He's registered an account on the site and is seen here setting up his profile, after which he'll set up a live stream performance. He'll update the title of the current stream and add a comment in the chat window to encourage viewers to offer feedback. To support streaming, we used a project called PeerJS, which provides a simplified API for using WebRTC to broadcast media streams between browsers. In addition to using a library on the client side, we installed a PeerJS signaling server in Heroku to broker connection information back and forth between streamer and viewers. Once connections are established, WebRTC allows streaming directly from streamer to viewers with no need for an intermediate server. Because of this, we see improved video performance. One hurdle we ran into was that Heroku router timeouts meant that new viewers would have issues connecting to a streamer after 60 seconds. We generated Keep Alive scripts to persist streamer connections, and now we can keep the jam going all night long. Now I'll hand it to Dan to get into how we use Firebase.
So here we'll see an established JamSpace user, Sammy J, come online with the intentions of viewing a performance. Once deciding he wants to spectate a single instrument performer, he sees that Old Patterson is streaming. What's going on, JamSpace? Here's a song for you guys. So as we view this performance, we will see a few actions that demonstrate the value of using Firebase. First, on the right, we notice our real-time chat window updating to multiple users' messages. Then we notice Sammy is taking a liking to Old Patterson and has followed him. Subsequently, Old Patterson is immediately rendered on Sammy's following bar. So let's take a look at how Firebase proved its value to us throughout the creation of JamSpace. So Drake first shows what would normally go into real-time updates we saw during OP Stream without Firebase. These things include socket I/O, Redux and data stores, API routes, and an entire backend server. Firebase completely eliminated our need for all of those. Firebase sends us new data real-time via WebSockets. So when a client saves change to all of the data, all connected clients receive that update immediately. This eliminates the need for HTTP calls to the backend, resulting in much faster data transfer. Ultimately, Firebase acted as our server, API, and data store. With that, I'll take it back to James to explain how we manage querying for our data throughout nearly all of our React components.
One of the great things that React gave us was the ability to use higher order components to receive updates from our Firestore, passing those updates down to their respective wrapped components in real time. In many cases, this allowed us to forego the need for maintaining state, and consequently the need for a re-render when updating the view. As we explore the application further, we can see an example of this in action. After looking at OP's profile, we decided to check out some other jammers who might be streaming. All of a sudden, in our following list, we notice that JP is now live, and we go to his stream channel. We see this now live update in real time thanks to our higher order component. As component complexity grew, implementing the connection between Firebase and React proved to be difficult. However, once the initial higher order component structure was in place, the resulting symbiosis vastly improved performance, while at the same time making the code base more readable and maintainable. As we close out to the sweet sounds of JP's ukulele, I will leave you with this. Find your JamSpace on JamSpace TV. Thank you.
That was terrific. I was not only impressed with the application and the stack that they had to use, and believe me, WebRTC is so difficult to work with, and they definitely pulled it off. But the presentation was great.
Yeah, it was.
If you like the post,
Right.
then well, if you like the project, like the post, like the pinned comment, don't forget to vote. And exactly where Amri just pointed.
Well, but not
On the
here.
video.
Or not like on this table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not. No, but stop messing that up for
I know.
everyone. It's over there at that. And so yeah, I think this, this is very full featured. I really liked the, I think that the concept itself is also, it's kind of cool. Like, a place where musicians can have live streaming. And I'm kind of surprised that there isn't already a de facto place other than, I guess, YouTube, where, where kind of everybody meets in a sense. But yeah, really well done. And sounds like a lot of very interesting challenges would have to be solved for it to be, for it to get to this point.
Yeah, that was excellent. Great job, JamSpace. And I want to say it was really funny working with them because we were like in Zoom together doing, like a peer-to-peer video and audio call, and then like in their app they were also peer-to-peer video and audio. So we had like feedback issues and just like really awkward, like, oh, I can see you here but not here things going on. So it was a lot of fun.